Hi everybody, this is Albie from Pasadena, California, and for my business partner Elizabeth in Macedonia, we both want to welcome you to this short video. We're going to give you some really great tips about earning online. So let's get going.
Okay, so today I want to share with you some tips on how to promote the PowerLead Systems Home Business Pro that uses perpetual leverage. As you probably have heard, perpetual leverage is just a fantastic compensation plan. I'm just super excited about it. If you haven't actually listened to the video, I'm going to show you where to go to actually check that out and see what it's all about. Okay, in fact, I can actually put the link up here on the screen so you can actually see it that way too. Let me go into some real quick ways of being able to promote the Home Business Pro, and I'm excited about sharing this with you because I know it can make a massive difference in your business. Oh, and before I forget, when you click on the link above on the screen, or actually put it in your browser and then click on it and put your name and your email in there, what's going to happen is it's going to take you to the PowerLead System Home Business Pro live presentation, and all you have to do is just scroll down and you can see the video right here. It's going to really help you to understand what it's all about and why we're so excited, right? On top of that, you can use the same page to share with your team and help them be able to see what it's all about also, okay? Isn't that exciting? Okay, so right now I'm going to share with you some tips on marketing or getting people to know about your business, right? And so I'm going to talk about all different kinds of methods right now. I'm going to talk about email marketing. I'm going to talk about Facebook marketing. I'm going to talk about YouTube. I'm going to talk about network marketing. I'm going to talk about solo ads. So I'm just going to go into it real quick. This is kind of like a crash course in all these things. So, I'm not going to be able to go into super detail about them, but I'm going to try to summarize the basics of them really quick for you, so you can at least have a good chance of being able to understand what to do and how to go about starting. And then what you can do is just simply contact me if you get stuck or there's something that you need help with. You just feel free to contact me, and I'll put my email up here at some point so you can actually connect with me and I can help you at that point, okay? Okay, so the first thing you need to understand is that trust is the glue that makes sales happen, okay? It's what I call not just me, but a lot of marketers call know, like, and trust, okay? And if someone gets to know, like, and trust you a little bit, there's a good chance that you can encourage them to join you, right? And trust is the big factor that makes it all work. I mean, here's the thing, right? In reality, you don't go to a restaurant or a store or almost do anything with things that you don't trust. I mean, if there's, any store that you visit, it's because you, to some degree, trust it, right? I mean, who's going to sit in a broken chair, right? Right? So if you don't know that you can trust someone, you're not going to go down that road, right? Not until you do know that you can trust them, okay? And of course, people are going there. Some people are going to take a little bit more risk than others. Okay, so the level of trust differs, right? But basically, you need to be able to create trust somehow, some way. All right. Now, along with trust, there also has to be an element of excitement. Okay, because who's going to join something if it sounds boring or if it's not, doesn't catch your attention, right? So I'm going to share with you a video I made a couple years ago that explains excitement, right? A little bit for you. And so let me share this with you right now.
Hi everybody, this is Albie. I want to share with you something really quick that changed my life and changed my business and can really explode things for you. Okay, if you get it in your head and learn what I'm talking about here. Okay, let me get into it. Okay, so you want to know how to grow your team like a wildfire? I'm sure you do, right? I'm sure you're wondering and would love to grow a big team really fast. Well, there is a way. Maybe you've seen a real wildfire and know how quickly it can get out of control, right? It happens all the time out here in Los Angeles. Unfortunately, I don't like the wildfires, but, and we really don't want to build a real fire, but we do want to grow and build our team like a wildfire, right? With me? So, we want to grow it fast and we want to grow it big. And there's a few major components to making this happen. And if you're looking at the fire in front of you on the screen, you can see that the fire is really, really hot, right? And it just, anything in its way, it just burns it down, right? And that's kind of like, when you see how people have succeeded in this business, and you can do it too, it creates that excitement that is very contagious, right? Let me share with you a real quick story about what happened to me, okay? A few years ago, I went to a convention out in Oklahoma. I had about 100,000 people there, part of a business I used to be part of, and unfortunately, it's not the business I want to do for the rest of my life, so I let it go. But I learned a very, very valuable lesson from there. Out of those 100,000 people in that convention, about 1,000, had all made six figures in our company, right? And I knew about a dozen of them personally, and when they shared their stories up on stage. So I knew that this was the real deal. And I said to myself, oh my gosh, wow, if these guys can all do it, what's stopping me, right? And so I decided right there and then that I was going to put the work to make this happen. And that evening, my mentor told me to share my enthusiasm, my excitement, and my knowledge with everybody I could. So, that's exactly what I did. I made a bunch of phone calls, and believe me, I was really excited about this, so I gave it my all. Soon, my contagious attitude started to take hold, and by the time I flew home from my convention, I already had 4 people that joined my team and just as excited about this as I was, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to make 6 figures working for yourself, right? And we were all going to make it happen. And so within a week, I had a dozen people on my team who had joined and pumped up, and it just kept spreading like wildfire. So this is what I'm talking about. See for yourself the video below, about this individual who changed his life and his income with the Power Lead system, and how you can as well. And see if that doesn't motivate you and inspire you and create a fire in you, okay? And after that, just follow the simple duplicatable steps, below to make all this happen for you. And I want to share one more thing with you. I'm just talking about being normal and natural and letting your excitement pass on, whenever you feel like it, okay? So that's about it.
Okay, so I hope that helped you, give you some a little bit of shot in the arm about what's possible for you and how contagious excitement is. All right, but it's not just excitement alone. All right, there's other factors besides excitement that really need to be there also. Okay. For instance, being persistent, going through the hard times, people trust you when they know that you've been through some crazy stuff, and you're still here, right? Also, being consistent at your work, making sure to do something on your business each day, that's important. Staying motivated, connecting with other people on the team, keep consistent learning, keep learning something new. Okay, so those are some of the things that matter also. But it starts with excitement. That's where it starts. It starts with you really believing in what you're doing and getting excited about it, right? You need to have something first of all, you have to really be into it. If you really want to promote it, you have to be into it yourself personally, because that excitement's going to show, right? So one really awesome way to jumpstart your business is just log into the Power Lead system, go to mycompanyadmin.com, and admin is ADMIN.com, mycompanyadmin.com. Okay, then just log in, all right, and you're going to come to this message right here If this message isn't still showing, then just let me know. Just email me, and I will show you an alternative to this. But if you go to this number Monday through Thursday from 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so in Pacific Standard Time it's going to be 6 o'clock, okay? And so if you get on this call and get your, anyone else that you know that might be interested, to get them on this call, you're actually going to have a really great chance of sharing this awesome compensation plan that the PowerLead system has. And it's just fantastic, and it's a really great way. And if you're excited, you can really make some amazing things happen. I would just call up some people that that might be interested, and just say, hey, I found something. I've been trying to find some ways to make extra money. I found this really cool program. Are you interested in making some extra money? And if they say yes, just say, oh my gosh, well, take down this number, write this down. Are you available at, today at 6, or are you available today at 8? I mean, if they're Mountain Standard Time, I guess it's 8 o'clock, right? So, are you available at 9, right? If they're on the East Coast. So, do you have 15 minutes to check this out? This is out. It's a live call. It's really amazing, right? And if they say, yeah, sure, give me the number, just send the number over to them, right? And so it's just that easy, right? How to get people interested, and then after the call, just follow up with them, right? It's that, and then you just have to share, if they're interested, then just share your link with them, and if they get started, awesome, let your upline know, let your sponsor know, let me know, right? So I can help you to know how to help them to grow and get better and learn how to make money also, right? So if you're having difficulty, problems, feeling excited, maybe because you've joined so many different things in the past and you haven't had any success, that might be a reason to connect with me also, because I can help you to, that's basically my story. I was 5 years without very much success at all, and I felt kind of depressed, actually. I honestly didn't see myself succeeding with this or with anything at that point, and it was just a continual battle, fighting uphill, to try to win. And eventually I met a mentor that helped me get past all that, right? Actually showed me some real skills that changed everything. I want to share with you a little bit about those skills today too. Okay, so the first thing you need is a list, right? And where do you get this list, right? Well, a list could come from many different places. A list could be a bunch of, a list of people that throughout your life. A list could also be, leads that you've bought. A list could be subscribers that you have on your email list. Another list might be people on Facebook or Facebook Messenger that know you also, that you've connected with in the past, or maybe they moved away, but you still stay in contact, or whatever it is on social media. That could be a list as well, right? These are all potential lists for you. The only problem is that let's look at our list, okay? If this list do these people, do they know, like, and trust you? Okay, if they don't, okay, that's what we would call a cold list, right? If they're a warm list, then those would be people that know you, and potentially like and trust you. Okay, and that is really important, because if you don't have a list of people that know you and potentially like and trust you, what's going to happen with that list? Well, they're not going to connect with you because they don't know you. All right, so the only way to make that list, to turn that list from cold to warm, is to begin actually interacting with them and letting them get to know you a little bit and warming them up to you, right? A lot of people send out emails. Let's say they have an email list, and they just start out sending out emails to try to get people to buy. Well, that's not really creating know, like, and trust, is it? So if your main objective in warming up your list is to create that know, like, and trust, that's your primary goal. And getting a sale at the beginning is not the first goal. The first goal is to warm them up, to get them to know you. And so that's very, very important, okay? And so we're going to talk about some different ways of doing that. Let's first off talk about your list of people that know you, okay? Because I mean, that's a great place to start. We'll also talk about all the other lists as well, and how to warm them up, in case you don't know very many people that really want to, that are interested in making extra money. So I understand that there's some of you that have people that you might know that are interested in making some extra money, but I also understand that there's some people out there that really don't have any connections with very many people at all either as well. So we're going to talk about all the different options here, right? So the first thing I want to share with you is network marketing. Not because I'm super excited about you going out and sharing this with your friends and family, right? What I want to share with you about this is that trust has already been built between you and those that you know, right? Everybody that knows you, knows, hopefully, that they can trust you, to some degree. And so you already have that element already existing, right? Now, so first off, my mentor taught me something that really changed my life, right? The first thing that he taught me, I mean, literally, I've been in network marketing for, 10 years or so. The thing is that in network marketing, right, I had gone to business meetings twice a week. I'd spent, $10 or $20 every single week for years. I think it was 5 years I did that. And I went to conventions. I spent thousands of dollars on conventions and monthly meetings, and I've heard it all, right? But my mentor shared, my 7-figure mentor shared something with me that I had never heard, right? I never heard in that whole time, and it changed everything for me. The first thing is that you always hear network marketing companies telling you to build a list, write down everybody that you know. Okay, well, okay, I agree with that, okay? The next thing, right, is to go through that list and then call everybody, right? Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? If you know that Uncle Tom is not interested in business at all and has no desire to make any extra money, why call him? I just don't see where that's going. Okay, the first thing is qualifying them, right? Qualifying people to see if they're even interested in making money. And if you already know they're not, well, then I don't see how on earth that makes any sense. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is qualify the people you're going to call. First of all, I would make a list of people that you think, well, they might be interested. Maybe you're not sure, right? Put them on the list if you're not sure, right? It doesn't hurt to ask. And when I say ask, I don't mean to go into a full-on detailed, like, sit down for half an hour with them finding out. Or it's as easy as this, all right? It's as easy as calling them up and just saying, hey, Aunt Martha or whatever, I just started my own business recently. I'm just curious if you're interested in making some extra money, right? And if they say yes, well, great, right? If they say no, that's great. That's fine. You cross them off the list, and you know what? You can just say some nice things when you talk to them on the phone. How are you doing? So nice to talk with you again, and how's everything? And listen to them a little bit, and allow yourself to be normal, okay? And then go into it. Going, hey, you know what? I just opened my own business. I'm trying to make some additional income. I found a really good company. Are you interested in making some extra money, right? And if they say yes, great. If they're not, well, I mean, let them go. It's okay. Don't pursue it. Don't push it, all right? They didn't qualify. It's like with buying a house. If you don't have any money or you don't have, the right qualifications, then you don't qualify, right? So just let it go. Right? Okay, if you're trying to buy a car, you don't have enough money to buy a car, well, you're just going to have to let that car go, right? So qualification is important. Okay, so the next thing is, let's say you call someone up, you talk to them a little bit, your Uncle Jimmy or whoever, and they say, are you interested in making some extra money? And they say, well, what is it? Right? Well, it's not exact answer to the question, is it? Right? Usually what I'm thinking when people say that is that they've been through a lot of a lot of stuff before in the past, and they're probably very unopen to most things. All right, it would have to be something very specific that they would be interested in, and you have no idea what their experiences are, or what they have or haven't been through, right? So it's not really a good idea to jump into that, or even try to find out, because that's going to be a really big conversation. So you can just say, well, listen, I don't have a lot of time to explain it right now, but what I could do is I could send you a video, all right, and just go from there, right? The other thing you can say is, well, honestly, I'm pretty terrible at explaining stuff, all right? So you can just knock it down to that and just say, listen, there's a video that could explain it a lot better than me, okay? And that way it saves you a lot of time. You don't have to go into a whole big old explanation, and a half an hour to an hour later you're still discussing it. Oh my gosh, it's like, please, not another one of those conversations, right? So just take a lot of pressure off yourself, and just let the video do the work for you, okay? The thing is that you want to qualify them and find out if they are. Just say, well, listen, I don't have a lot of time right now. I can show you a video if you'd like to see a little bit more about it. But here's the thing: are you really trying to make some extra money right now, or are you good? Is everything good for you right now? Do you really even need a business opportunity right now? Are you looking to make some extra money? Just kind of like hone in on that question to see if they really are really interested, because if they're not, it's no good to go further, right? So the first thing is qualification, okay? The other thing is to watch your attitude, keep your attitude happy, right? Don't get wiped away by if someone's in a bad attitude or bad mood. That for sure will destroy any chance you have of sharing anything with anybody. And the other thing is that just start off excited about what you're talking about. So it's kind of like, hey Tom, how you doing today? What you been up to lately? And they tell you a little bit about that, and you talk a little bit more, and then you're like, hey, I got something really cool to share with you. I just started my own business because I wanted to make some extra money, and I was looking for a cool business. I found something really awesome. It's absolutely unbelievable. You got to see it. Are you open to making some extra money, right? And if they say no, well, okay, then just let them go. If they say yes, well, I mean, here's basically what you're going to say. You're going to say, well, listen, I don't have a lot of time right now, right? And I'm really not all that great at explaining stuff anyway. But I'll tell you what, I'll send over a link to you, and you can check it out. Would that work for you? Something like that, right? So that's kind of where you want to go with this. The next thing that you need to do is to actually, it's one thing to qualify them, but it's another thing to actually get them to watch the video, okay? I've had people, you give them the video, and then it's like 2 years later, they still haven't watched it, right? Well, first of all, it kind of shows me how interested they are, but the other thing is that sometimes it doesn't hurt to actually use some tricks that are in the book to help people and push them a little bit to actually watch the video. And here's how I get people to watch the video, okay? So I qualify their enthusiasm, okay? So basically I say to them, well, listen, if I can show you something that you might be really interested in, and that would be really awesome to make additional income, how interested would you be in watching this 15-minute video? And now if they say, yeah, I'd be really interested, well, their excitement level is pretty high. If they say, well, I'm not sure, it's kind of low, right? If they say, well, yeah, that sounds good, well, it's kind of medium, right? Something like that. So that's kind of how you can gauge it. And of course, if you're really unsure as what their answer is, you can always ask them, well, out of 1 out of 10, 1 being low and 10 being high, how interested are you? And then they might say 6. or maybe an 8, right? Something like that, or 10 or 11. Anyway, so that will help you to be able to gauge. Now, here's the thing. If they say their level interest or their interest level is, 6 or above, it's pretty high. Well, you say, listen, your interest level sounds really high. Or even if they just say, yeah, I'm kind of interested, you can tell, yeah, their interest level is high from that too. Well, you just say, well, listen, it sounds like you're really interested. Do you have 15 minutes right now that I can share a quick 15-minute video with you, right? And so there's a lot better chance that they're going to watch that video in the next 15 minutes now because you qualified them on this second level, so to speak, right? So they might say, well, yeah, definitely. I mean, they just said yes, that they were interested, right? So the chance of them saying yes, that they'll listen to the video right now is also high. But if they say, well, actually, I'm right in the middle of something, you caught me at a bad time, but I can definitely listen to it in the next hour or two. Well, okay, then you got, there's your next option. And you just say, do you mind if would you like me to follow up with you and just see what you think, if you have any questions about the video? And usually they say yes. And if they're, if they are so busy today they can't watch it today, and they might say, well, I'll watch it tomorrow. And you just say, well, do you mind if I follow up with you tomorrow? And maybe you have some questions about it, I can answer for you. Yeah, sure. He'll follow up with me tomorrow. And you say, okay, well, what's a good time? And then you kind of get a time down, and then just give them a call back or text them, and then see if they're busy and if you can talk to them, or just take it. The thing is that people that are not interested are not going to put a lot of effort into it. People that are interested are going to tend to put a little bit more effort into it. And so you're kind of like pushing them a little bit, but if they're really not interested, no matter how hard you push them, you're not going to get them very far, right? So you just kind of have to let it go, right? Don't ever put too much effort into one person, right? You kind of just want to go through a lot of people. You just want to, so maybe this is not a good month for them. Maybe this is not a good year for them, right? Maybe they're just not ready for something, right? So you just have to give them time. You have to just learn how to be patient. You have to learn how to put people on the back burner and just come back to them later, right? Because you never know when somebody is going to be ready. And so part of your business is taking notes about things like this, and being able to make a system where you can follow up with people, a year from now. And that's the part of success. Success requires patience. Success requires persistence. Okay, if you're just hoping to be an instant success in a month, you have the wrong expectations, right? So success always, life will give you what you ask of it if you're willing to pay the price for it. And the price for success is persistence and patience, and enjoying what you're doing too. I mean, you can't hate what you're doing and be successful at it, because people are drawn to you if you're excited about something. And if you don't like it, well, how excited can you really be? I mean, you see what I'm saying? Okay, so I shared with you guys a little bit about connecting with people, especially those people that are around you that you might know. That the next one I want to share with you is connecting with people on Facebook or Facebook Messenger. Okay, and I am going to get into email marketing and a little bit about some other ones as well. So I'm going to try to hurry this up, because I know you don't want to be sitting here listening to this for the next 5 hours, right? Okay, so basically with Facebook marketing, what you're doing is similar, right? You're connecting with people on Facebook, and what I do is just really simple. All I do is I just go on Facebook Messenger and I just say hi to everybody. Everybody I'm on that list, Facebook Messenger, just go down and find all my friends and just say hi. And what I'm not trying to do is I'm not trying to manipulate everyone to talk about what I want to talk about, or to try to manipulate them into, hearing what I have to say. What I am trying to do, though, is just connect with each person, and just make that connection. Ask them simple questions like, how are you doing? What's been going on lately? And then if something comes up in the conversation, this conversation is by text, by the way. So if something comes up in the conversation, in the text messages, that I don't know, it brings someone back to thinking about work or something like that, you know, or even at any point in the text that you feel like asking them, hey, by the way, what do you do for work? Or maybe you already know what they do for work. Maybe you can say, you know, how's work going, or you know, or even at some point just saying, hey, I just curious if you're open to making some extra income, right? Well, let's start with the first one. Let's say that they say, well, my work's doing fine, doing great, and then you just say, well, hey, I just curious if you're open to making some extra income, right? What if they say, well, you know, work's been really hard, it's been really difficult? Well, then you just say the same thing, right? Well, I'm just curious if you're open to making some extra income, right? And then of course, if they're interested, then you just say the same things that I've been sharing with you in the part about talking to people one on one, right? It's just qualifying them, you know, seeing first of all, finding out if they're interested in making some extra money, and then the second part is to see how interested they are, right? Between 1 and 10, or low interest level, medium interest level, high interest level, okay, and then if their interest is high, then just, you know, hey, do you have 15 minutes in the next, you know, few minutes to, I mean, do you have 15 minutes right now to watch the video, and I'll text it over to you, right? So it's about the same thing, except you're just texting it, and connecting. And also the thing about Facebook marketing is that, you know, sometimes the answers don't come back till tomorrow, you know, like you'll text somebody, but you won't hear back from them for a day or two sometimes, or sometimes even a week, you know. So you kind of have to go through a large amount of numbers. You know, I would pick 30 to 50 people and just, you know, just keep clicking. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Of course, at some point, someone's going to say hi back, right? So that conversation is going to start, and you're going to get going and get busy with that. So that's how you can do it through Facebook marketing, or Facebook Messenger. Okay, so now let's go to email marketing. Okay, and safe lists. All right, and so of course, you can do solos. You know, if you follow Frank's training inside the Cash Now funnel, it'll start you getting busy to get out your solo, pay for solos each week, and get those solos out there and get people signing up and joining. What you can do is every person that comes in as a paid member, you know, I always go inside the Power Lead system under your account, and I look for let me think what the name of it is. Predictions. I look for the prediction report, right? And I always take the person's name, their email, and their phone number down if they ever join the Power Lead system as the 14-day trial, right? So that way they go on my list. You know, whether they stay for the 14 days or not, they're on my list, right? And so I will connect back with them at some point, like in a month or two, or just say hi, or text them, or, you know, connect with them and say how you doing, right? So that's how I build. That's how I build what's called a buyer's list, because they paid $1, so that's a buyer's list right there. And a buyer's list is better than a free list. Okay. All right. So the next thing is that I shared a little bit about solo ads with you, not very much, but if you want to know more about solo ads, you can simply go to our resource. In fact, let me just show you really fast our resource here. So this is a page that I send to our team, anyone that's on our team, and I send this page to them. Of course, you can ask me for it if you're on our team. And if you want to be on our team, then I'll send it to you after you join. So all you have to do is just go to training links and resources. You're going to find a ton of training in there. Okay, but the actual page that I'm talking about is called Promoting the Club, and also the Advertising Crash Course. There's a ton of helpful hints on advertising, all different methods: solo ads, safe list, network marketing, leads, etc. There's just a ton of information to help you with those. All right, so but now I want to talk about email marketing and getting your leads from safe lists other ad sites. So the first thing is that you have to understand the 5 critical skills, right? Because the 5 skills is how you're going to succeed with email marketing. All right, and in fact, the 5 critical skills, not just for email marketing, but in this instance, let me just go through exactly how it works. Okay, first of all, you have to understand advertising correctly. The first thing is, if you're advertising your business on a safe list, that's not such a good idea because everyone else is advertising their business on a safe list. What you want to do is you want to try to advertise traffic, right? And that's why, and on this. This team resource, you can look right here, and it says, let's see here, share codes for promoting other safe lists, right? FAFI, all these different safe lists. There's pages on here that all you have to do is just click on it, and there's going to be the share codes and how to set these pages up, and there's just tons of stuff on here. And here's the videos how to set up these pages. Okay, so that's just one. That's just one way of doing it, right? And there's a lot of other different things on here. There's tons of information on here to help you. Okay, so if you, for instance, one of the biggest ways that I encourage people to promote on safe lists is to promote traffic, and then see, here's the goal, right? Is understanding advertising. That's critical skill number 1. All right. I want to make sure that you're advertising the right things. You want to make sure that you're tracking your ads. You want to get 1,000 hits. When you get 1,000 hits, you want to have you got any subscribers with that page. You know, if you have got a few subscribers, well, you're on the right track. Or if you haven't got any subscribers and you got 1,000 hits, that means 1,000 people have actually looked at your website and not only just got your email, but they've actually clicked on your link. Then you're on the right track at that point if you've got a few subscribers. If not, you need to go back and change the page or revise the page, edit the page, something to start getting 1,000 actual subscribers. That's critical skill number 2, which is effective capture page making. The reason why this is so important is because as you start to learn how to make your own capture pages, using the Power Lead system, then you can start dominating at getting subscribers. All right, and if you go through here, there's just tons and tons of training. I mean, if you just scroll down to the very bottom, there's a training how to go through the challenge 1, challenge 2 is going to start walking you through how to actually start making your own capture pages inside the Power Lead system. We're going to first show you how to use share codes, and then we're going to start teaching you how to make your own capture pages. Okay, now critical skill number 3 is learning how to build your own list, right? And that's what you need to do is get subscribers so you can build your list, right? And so here's what everyone on SafeList is trying to do. They're trying to just advertise their business and get an immediate sale, and that's not how it works. Right? One of the most important things that you can do is just get subscribers, okay, and build your list. And then, what my mentor always told me, you're not going to get the sale usually from the sales page. You're going to get the sale because someone trusts you through your emails, right? So once you get them on your list, let's talk about critical skill number 4. Critical skill number 4 is effective communication, right? So this is where you take a cold list, people that don't know you, you start to warm them up. You start sending emails to them and start sharing a little bit about yourself with them. Share something interesting, something that will warm them up, let them get to know you a little bit, right? That's the most important thing, is warming up that list. Getting them to get to know, like, and trust you a little bit. It's not so important about trying to sell people. It's just trying to get people to know you a little bit and connect with you. You don't have to be a master at anything to do that. Right now, of course, there's tons of tricks and things you can learn about emails. And in fact, if you go inside the Home Business Pro, inside the Power Lead system, let me log in here really quick. Okay, so when you go inside, you're going to see right here on the Home Business Pro, all you have to do, is click on here, click here for the Home Business Pro, just log in, and you're actually going to see, let me log in here again, there we go, the Email Academy. right? And the Email Academy is going to be all this great help, how to write your emails, right? From a guy who's making over $7 million. So I mean, if that's not going to help you know how to write your emails, I don't know what will. Well, I'm here also to help you, okay? And I got tons of resources for you too, and tons of share codes to help you as well. I mean, every single one of these pages, if you just click on them, there's tons of share codes and tons of resources to help you, okay? So skill number 4 is effective communication, learning how to build that, to take that list and turn them from cold to being warm. All right. Now, there's a lot of things to know, to mention about this, but I'm just going to try to keep it basic. All right. So inside of that, connecting with people through your emails, that's where you're trying to communicate. That's where you're trying to do the same thing I was talking about earlier. You know, when you call someone up, you say hi to them, you find out if they're open to making some extra money. Your emails are basically your form of communication with them to try to see if they're what they're interested in. You know, what are you interested in? The only way you're going to find out is if you ask them questions and try to get responses from people in your emails. All right, it's not so much about writing something that's going to be entertaining. It's more about writing something that's going to get an answer, right? I mean, if the only thing you write in your email is say, hey, you know, you write a little bit about yourself and you say, hey, I just wondering if you wanted to make some extra money. I'd love to connect with you. Email me back. Let's talk. Okay. I mean, that was sweet and to the point, right? The biggest thing about communication on Facebook Messenger is actually someone that answers you. And this is the same thing with your emails. You just want people to answer you back, right? You want to ask them a question and get them to reply. Okay, so the most important thing is to ask the question and make sure that they know it's a question, and leave the email on the question. I mean, don't put in all this other stuff. You know, at the end of the email, let them know that like put the question out there, and you know, throw the ball on their side of the court so they can shoot the ball back at you and return the response. Okay. So that's how you start warming people up through your emails. Now, of course, it gets a lot more advanced from there, and that's why there's all these different trainings in here. If you go down here, you click on this down here, you're going to see there's a Cash Now funnel training. This is the first one to learn how to get your Power Lead system set up with the Cash Now funnel. And then here's Cash Now Funnel Portal 2 is going to help you to learn how more advanced stuff and more share codes. Okay, this is 7 keys to success. You like some of the things are really important, like just like connecting with your workout partner every day, or if you don't have a workout partner, use your sponsor as a workout partner. This is really important to get the right philosophy down. Okay, these are a whole bunch of master share codes that I made years ago. So these are all the old share codes that you can use. Okay, there's probably 50 so share codes on here and pages that you can use on SafeList and whatnot. All right, how to start your advertising. This is how to get started advertising on SafeList. Okay, there's a whole bunch of training on there, and then this is how to do your first ad. How to set up your first ad right here, all right? How to click faster for credits on SafeList, right? So all you do is just click here. And not only that, but you can use this share code and make your own, get this page and then be able to make your own training out of it, edit it and make it your own, right? So you'll see many of these pages have the share code so you can turn it into your own, all right? How to track your links right here, right? Your autoresponder right here. Right, just click on right here. Email copy training, right? Success story. Go ahead and check that out. If you're not succeeding, click on here, and it'll help you to get some things in order. PLS, better deliverability rate. How to get your emails so they actually get in people's inboxes. Right? Join our team and access our splash page funnel. All right, so that's here. Our scripts, how to connect with people using scripts, you know, what to write in your emails. All right, the secret, how to get more sales. This is awesome right here. In fact, I'm going to click on it for you. If you go through this is actually going to take you step by step exactly what to do in your emails and how to get people to respond to you. Okay, so that's really going to be important training right there. Okay, there's just a ton of stuff on here to help you. There's just one training after the next to encourage you. All right, so just feel free to go through that training and check everything out. And of course, if you want to be on our team, we would love to have you. All you have to do is just click on or put the link that's above inside your browser and join our team and connect with me. Write me an email back. I'll put the email at the end of this training so you can connect with us. But I mean, here's another thing we're going to give you. We're going to give you 22 messages, okay, that are pre-written for you to help you to start learning how to write your own messages, right? And here's if you're inside the Power Lead system, Prosperity Marketing System, there's 35 messages, okay? If you're inside GDI, there's 27 messages that we have for you, right? Even if you're inside all three, GDI, PMS, and PLS, and we're going to give you, there's 61 messages that you can use, right? So this is all fantastic stuff to help you, all right? Okay, so I hope this video has been really helpful for you. I hope that you come away with it really to be able to go there and start building a really great team, to remember have excitement when you're sharing stuff with other people, and remember how powerful excitement can be. I grew my team 3 times as fast with my excitement level. So you do the same thing, okay? And just remember some of the things I shared in this video, and I hope it really helps you. You have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more travel and tips earning online videos just like these. And like always, I want to thank you for helping us to succeed. I want to turn around and help you to learn how to succeed as well. And if you'd like to find out what the skills are to help you to learn how to earn consistently online, then I'm going to put up my email right here and the link that you can join our team and get in contact with me, and I can share some of these skills with you, a little bit about our program, and help you to find out more about how we earn consistently on the internet. We would love to have you, and we're looking forward to meeting you. This is Albie. You have a wonderful day, and talk with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.